What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Swanted Productions for the Love of Sports. My name is Robert, and I am the host of this channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, and we decided to bring back Dustin Hunt to help us on this topic today. Dustin, before we dive right in, please introduce yourself and tell a little bit about the viewers what you do.
Hi, what's up, guys? Round two here to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, Fights Unwrapped is one of the bigger departments I'm a part of. You'll see me jumping around the shows and Unwrapped and stuff like that. Definitely go give all these guys a follow. All of it's dope. Please join back in. We'd love to have you guys. And that is about it. Let's get to it, man.
Awesome. So if you guys are viewing this, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like. It will help us a lot. Super excited to get this channel started, and it'll always have stuff coming at you if it's sports, everything and anything related. So let's get started. The Kansas City Chiefs, 2-3. I cannot recall, Dustin, the last time I saw the Chiefs with a losing record, to be honest. When was the last time the Chiefs had a losing record? I don't know.
Not ever since Pat Mahomes came in.
Yeah, and that was
Not ever
a
since.
couple years ago.
2, 3, yeah.
Yeah. So it is interesting to see at 2-3 right now. I will say they kind of did lose against good teams. The Ravens, solid team. Chargers, we talked about. They're an up and coming team, high powered offense, and the Bills. So should we be worried about the Kansas City Chiefs?
A little bit, but for different reasons than people want to think. So when people ask me, should I be worried about the Ravens? I'm not the Ravens, but the Chiefs, and be worried about how good their offense is or anything. I was like, well, no. See, here's how it goes in the NFL. When you're in the NFL, the first 5 games mean a lot. It means a shit ton. If you mess around in the first 5 and you drop 3 games, I'm gonna tell you right now because I've looked at the Chiefs' schedule. They have 4 divisional games that they haven't even seen them yet. They have another one with the Chargers, which is going to be a challenging again. Then they have a couple gimmies that are coming down their schedule. So what's really going to start happening is they might win these gimme games. Then they're going to go see the Cowboys, which the Cowboys are just like the Chiefs, in my opinion, but with a better defense.
Okay.
Not as good on offense. They're not as explosive, especially when Tyreek and all them are healthy. Kelsey's there, obviously. I'm not going to claim that. But let's be honest. If that Chiefs defense doesn't wake up a little bit, they're going to have issues. And I'm going to tell you right now, Patrick Mahomes needs to wake up a little bit. He's not getting away with the things he used to get away with.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen. They're going to start.
A couple more interceptions for Mahomes. I can't remember the exact
It's
stat, but
it's not a couple more. He only threw 6 last year, and he's already
he has 4.
he's thrown like 6.
Don't say. Yeah, so I think
6.
everybody kind of needs to step it up. Going into the Kansas City injuries, we did lose a couple players for the Chiefs. Not everybody, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire was placed on IR. He will be out for a couple of weeks with an MCL sprain. Tyreek Hill, believe it wasn't too serious, but he had a minor knee injury. Travis Kelce got a stinger, I guess you could say, got hit pretty hard. They lost the offensive guard. The severity of these injuries are unknown, but going forward, should we be worried about the Chiefs if these pivotal parts on offense are not there, or do we believe in Patrick Mahomes to get the job done with any pieces?
Like I said, Tyreek Hill is obviously a bad loss if he is hurt, if it's that serious. Travis Kelce, I think, will be back. Kansas City's line has always been a problem.
Yes.
It's going to become a problem because here's what's really going to happen. And I don't know if you guys have watched around these football, experts. Basically, what teams are going to start to do with the Chiefs is rush 4. They're going to be able to get there, especially if they have a few guys that are good. And what's going to happen is they're going to drop in that shell coverage. They're just going to drop back, and they're going to dare Patrick Mahomes to throw it 30 yards. They're going to dare him to throw it 20. They're going to dare that. He's basically almost going to have to hit Travis Kelce on little 8-yard routes the whole game. And they're eventually going to catch on to that. And with Helaire injured like that. They're kind of thin. So therefore, here comes the issue with the Chiefs. That defense is horrible. They can't cover anybody over the top. They can't cover the run. They're bad. They've allowed like almost 30 points a game. It's ridiculous. You can't overcome that every game in the NFL. That's for you to understand. And what the problem is, them starting off at 2-3, is if these division opponents decide that they want to beat them once or two times or split games, you just lost, almost 6 to 7 games already. Then you got the Cowboys. Then you got Green Bay. So
True.
this season can turn very ugly very
True.
quickly for the Chiefs. Put it that way.
True. I do agree with you. I think a part of the problem, and especially we saw it in the Super Bowl, was the O-line. And really, you could see Patrick Mahomes struggling out of the pocket against the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, making him throw crazy passes. And they did improve a little bit over the offseason with some good signings, but Joe Thuney going down, the offensive guard, does not help at all with giving Patrick Mahomes time, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire going down, their main running back, does not help at all either. I think Travis Kelce should be fine. I think Tyreek Hill should be fine as well. Those are the pivotal parts to the team. But I do agree with you. The next couple games, they do have some gimmies, and I think that they need to get all three because they do have Green Bay and the Cowboys coming up.
I think I know. They better get all three of them.
Yeah, they better, or else they'll be in trouble because the next 3 games they play Washington, they play the Tennessee Titans, and they play the New York Giants. And
Washington's not even a gimme. You ever seen that defense? I mean, Tennessee is not a gimme. I mean,
they do have the Tennessee Titans. I believe they can't really cover the pass, which is something that the Titans are really good at. The Giants, easy game. They should easily take the Giants. Washington won't be a joke, but I think that they should win that game. Like, if it came down to it, I think anyone would say that the Chiefs should win that game and must win that game.
well, they're definitely favorites. They're definitely the favorites.
I think after those 3 games, then they go into Green Bay and Dallas, if I'm correct. So you are right. This season can turn pretty quickly, especially if they don't get these 3 games going into Green Bay and Dallas. They could, the first 8 games, they could be looking at something like 500, right at the 500 mark. And the topic I want to go into next is, are the Chiefs getting worse or are teams getting better?
Better. See, here's the next problem. So the Chiefs are so dominant. So what happens in every league? I don't care what sport you are in. If you're in the NBA and you form super teams, what's going to happen? Other teams are going to do so also. You go to the NHL. I'm a hockey guy. Other people know. I know it's a secret. But if a team gets overly dominant, what are the other teams going to do? They're gonna get in line, man. They're gonna get in line. They're gonna get better. And when it comes to the Chiefs, I don't think they're getting better with personnel. I don't think that super teams are being made. The problem is they're getting better when it comes to not letting Mahomes do that magical stuff. That no-look pass shit needs to end. Let's say that right now. He needs to get disciplined. He needs to play quarterback. He's mobile in the pocket. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks I've seen in a long time. And the fact of the matter is that he needs to get disciplined again. He needs to understand that these teams are going to let him do that anymore. Film is out. They're studying you, dude. It's your fourth year. I mean, you're not old yet.
That is, I feel like, a big part to why teams are getting better. Look, they've been around. They've been dominant for ever since Mahomes really got in. They know the Chiefs' offense. They know what the Chiefs are about. Other teams have film. They played them for years. Teams are going to start to know what you are about and what you like to do. So every single year, it's going to get harder. And that doesn't make it easier for the Chiefs easier.
Especially with your division opponents that see you twice a year.
Absolutely. And it's a battle right now. The Chargers are getting better. The Raiders last year have given the Chiefs a run for their money. Broncos, they're doing all right this year. So right now, the Chiefs are actually at the bottom of the division in last place in that division.
So, I mean, again, like I said, NFL season, I'm telling you right now, you want to get off, you want to run from the start line. You want to have as much leeway when it comes to December. You want all the leeway possible because the December games, the December month, is when teams really kick it in for the playoffs. And then you got November. I mean, dude, these teams are getting better and they're getting more solid throughout the year. You want to almost go 6-2 as the Chiefs. You almost want to go 7-1. I'm not gonna say undefeated. That's obviously ideal, but you want to have a fast start. And the fact that they're not having a fast start, I don't think it's going to get any better down the line. I'm going to be honest. So therefore, that defense, unless you add somebody, I mean, I don't think they have the ability to because that free agency is not very thick. So therefore, it'll probably get more ugly quicker than it will get better. And I hope that they kind of wake up and realize what they have in their defense and what they have in their offense, because that's what really is going to take, and stop the mistakes. Stop turning the ball over. They turned over 2 to 4 times a game. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
You're going to lose.
Absolutely. So my question for you, Dustin, is will the Chiefs win the division this year?
From
Or will they be a wild card?
From what I'm looking at right now, I don't think they're going to win the division.
So we should be worried a little bit for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, no. If you're a Chiefs fan, you need to be in worry mode because I don't think it's getting any prettier. I'm going to say that right now. I don't think it's getting any prettier, in my opinion.
You never know what could happen with injuries going forward. They already got a couple of players injured last game. If this goes forward, Patrick Mahomes possibly could have no help on the offense and no help on the defense. So as a Chiefs, you got to be worried.
Do you remember the stat with Pat Mahomes in September? You ever look at that?
Mm-mm.
Dude, it was like 36 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and undefeated.
Beautiful.
Now look at what's happening right now. And the Chiefs have been successful. So and they're getting beat at home. They're getting beat at Arrowhead. It's not like they're getting beat in the road. You know what I'm saying? Yep. They're getting beat at Arrowhead.
Yep. It should be interesting going forward because, as we said earlier in the video, they did play the Ravens, the Chargers, and the Bills, which, I don't know about the Chargers making the Super Bowl, but the Ravens and the Bills, I feel like they have a decent chance going forward. To end this video, do you think that the Chiefs will make it to the Super Bowl this year if they clean it up?
I mean, it depends what you mean by clean it up, in my opinion, because the way I'm looking at the AFC right now, when it comes to the top threshold, is going to be the Chiefs, the Browns, the Chargers, obviously. The Ravens are going to be there. If they don't clean up that defense,
we got the Bills too. Don't sleep on the Bills.
No, I actually just forgot to mention that was actually completed.
I think that's about all the teams I got going as well. The Bills, the Broncos, the Ravens. I don't know if the Chargers can. I think they're kind of young still. I think they can make some noise in playoffs, but I don't know if they're a contender yet. We'll get into that on another video, but definitely for now, I'm with you on the Ravens, the Browns, and the Bills. I think those are, with the Chiefs as well, are all the teams.
I'm also a Cleveland Browns fan. So, But the way I see it, actually, in my opinion, this is how bad I think the Chiefs should be out this year. If not for Nick Chubb fumbling that ball,
they should be 1-4.
They would be 1-4.
Insane.
And they let Jalen Hurts throw almost 300 yards and 2 TDs with no picks with the Eagles' offense. I mean, you can't get no worse than that. Like, I mean, there's no what team is bad? What team is worse in the AFC that's a playoff contender? Who?
Then wait, what team is worse than the Eagles, or what team?
That's what I'm saying. If you let Jalen Hurts perform like that,
oh yeah.
What team do you think? At what point do you think that it gets better from there with the same personnel?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. If you allow the Eagles to come in and let Jalen Hurts, typically a running quarterback, kind of, I guess you can say a wildcat quarterback, if you let him come in there and play that amazing with no interceptions, you might want to think about touching up the defense like we talked about. But
The
like you
problem is
said,
they can't. They can't.
they
I mean, who are
can't.
you going to get?
They can't. But, the Chiefs got to look, maybe giving Patrick Mahomes this huge contract and all this money will interfere with them with the offseason acquisitions and upgrading and improving their defense.
Well, when it comes to contracts, a lot of people don't need to get to is that guaranteed money can be paid whenever. So they can make his salary go down a good amount because they guaranteed this man ungodly money.
Yeah,
So they can
crazy.
pay him in cash and have his cap hit go way lower. So there's ways that this was a team friendly deal, by the way. This is highly long term. They can basically mess with this contract almost whenever they want. So that's what people need to get about that. I think they have the ability to sign guys, but you don't have the ability to sign guys in week 6. Like we're not in free
It's true.
agency. Only thing you could do is trade. And who are you going to trade to get? Probably to fill your entire defensive line and fill your linebackers and fill your corners and safeties. There's really not too much help you can get as of week 6 going
Yeah.
forward. That's
And
just
and I think the Chiefs are relying more on offense because from the rumors I'm hearing currently, they're trying to trade for Marlon Mack, a running back. So I don't think they have any plans to touch up the defense because it doesn't look like they're trading for them any defensive players. They're looking for a running back. So I think the Chiefs are just going to rely on Patrick Mahomes again and try to let the offense win. But there is a quote, and I love it because I think it's true. Defense wins championships.
What's funny? I actually agree with it's weird that I actually agree with this. It's Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, when he was on First Take, he actually said defense doesn't win championships. He said situational defense wins championships. And I actually think that was highly true because not every defense can let up 10 points. This ain't the 2000 Ravens. You're not going to get a defense like that probably anytime soon. So therefore, situational defense matters, and the Chiefs don't have enough talent or enough ability to play situational defense or defense through 4 quarters. So you're not even to get to situational defense because you can't even do it. The Browns should have beat you. The Chargers beat you for a reason. Come on. The Bills beat you for a definite reason because they're a better team all around.
And
38
they
to
had
20,
some
you got blown.
revenge.
In the NFL, if you get beat by 17 points, that's a blowout. If you get
Mm-hmm.
beat by 17 points, it's a blowout. They blew you out because your defense sucks. Their defense is formidable. So if you slip up, the Buffalo's going to blow you out.
Especially with all
Ravens,
the weapons.
Ravens have the ability to blow you out. Their defense is formidable again. They have a defense that can keep up. So therefore, I'm telling you right now, I just don't see how the Chiefs season gets exponentially better. I think they're gonna hit a wall. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they'll probably be a wild card. They're definitely not getting home field advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not going to happen. I think the Chargers win the division, and that's really where I'm at with them.
All right. Well, that was some good talking. So for the next game, you got the Kansas City Chiefs beating Washington?
I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to stick with Vegas. I think they can beat them just because I don't like the Washington offense. I don't
Okay.
I don't I don't trust the quarterback versus quarterback comparison.
Yep.
I definitely think Pat Mahomes can outduel him. But it also depends how much the Washington Redskins are gonna not which I don't I messed up. Redskins. Ignore me.
It's okay.
Ignore me.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
it's a habit. But anyway, it's just how much the Washington football team. Let me correct
Yes.
this up. There you go.
Yes.
So therefore, it depends how much they hit him. I mean, it depends how much they're going to put pressure on him. They don't have a good run game, so I'm pretty sure the defensive ends' ears are going to be back because I got news, man. That dude Chase Young is an animal.
Yeah, he
So
is. He's coming.
he's probably going to, and he's fast too, man. It's not like he's some slow DN. He can run. He can outrun it. So therefore, we'll see how much pressure gets on them. But I'm gonna go with my gut, and I think the Chiefs need this game. And I don't think Andy Reid's stupid. So
Yep.
I think they'll probably take this game probably by a touchdown. I'll give
I'm
them
with
probably
you.
by a touchdown.
I'm with you. It's a must win for the Chiefs. We should be worried. A lot of good stuff on this video. Dustin, thank you so much for coming on the channel again and talking more football. My name is Robert Swan. This is Swanted Production for the Love of Sports. If you guys haven't subscribed, please press that subscribe button because we talk about everything and anything sports. Before we go, Dustin, do you have anything to say? Anything else to go
No,
for?
I'm pretty sure we just covered it, man.
All right, man. Thank you
Good.
so much, guys. You have a great night. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time.